All right, so we are headed to Dollar General. You are riding along in the side pocket of my purse because that is what is convenient. I still don't have an action camera, and if you've listened to my other rants, you know why I don't have one. So, what a fucking bunch of couple of days. Fucking stupid. And that's really the best way to describe it. It's just fucking stupid. You know, I hate it when I have to involve other people. Other people, other platforms, it just slows you down. But some of them are necessary. Like, in order to get a wide audience for books and to be able to sell them easily, Amazon is the way to go. You kind of have to deal with Amazon if you want to sell any sort of number of books ever. You could try Barnes & Noble, but last time I checked, they only had about 20% of the market. Amazon actually has about 80% of the market. And everybody else, shares the other 1%. So you have to do that, but trying to get other people on board with what you're trying to do can be a nightmare sometimes. Like I need a part-time job. I need a very part-time job. But getting other people, companies on board, it's just ridiculous. No. You're too stupid, dumb, old to run a cash register. Really? Here's the fun thing about that. I used to train people with low IQs, legitimately low IQs. They had a learning disability, to run a cash register. It's not that hard. And it hasn't changed in the last 20 years. You know what's changed in the last 20 years? The software. That's it. And when I asked, what's changed in the last 20 years? Or what do you think has changed in the last 20 years? He started giving me examples from this year. He said, well, our procedures have changed in the last, 6 months. And then they changed again 4 months ago. And then they changed again 2 months ago. Buddy, that's not what I asked. But it shows me that you don't know what has changed in the last 20 years. You've told me that your procedures keep changing. Well, that has nothing to do with what I knew 20 years ago or what I'm going to learn tomorrow if I'm onboarded at your company. In fact, the learning modules to onboard at your company should explain your new procedures. Those procedures should be up to date in your training modules. So this is unimportant and it's irrelevant. But I'm too stupid and dumb and old to learn the cash register because their procedures change every 2 months. The fuck does that have to do with anything? I'm not 18 years old. You can't sell that to me. I don't believe it one bit. And here's the thing. The major chains, the major grocery stores, have had scanning cash registers since the 1980s. In fact, the first supermarket scanners were installed in 1974 at a Marsh supermarket in Troy, Ohio, according to Google's Genesis, or whatever it's calling itself these days. So yeah, that argument doesn't hold water. And here's the other thing. 20 years ago was 2004. 15 years ago was 2009. Okay? We're not talking the 1960s or the 1970s. Early 1970s. So, somebody's got a warped sense of time. But anyway, I'm going to be mad about that for a very long time, and I don't believe I'll be going in that store very often anymore at all. At all. Boy, I did not realize they were ageist sons of bitches in that store. Especially since everybody else that works there is pretty much my age or older. Wow. Well, I made it back. This is for banging on the walls because of the goddamn raccoons. And I made it back from Dollar General. Whoop-dee-doo-dah. I did end up getting more than I intended because it's like I said in my last video. I think this is probably the last grocery run I'm doing for the month. Things are not going well and companies are too goddamn greedy to fucking give a shit. I think they're hoping they'll be able to get robot employees in a few years, and then what's everybody gonna do? Guess they better break out that universal income. That's how they're gonna be. Because you're gonna have to pay people to exist if you don't let them work. Because here's what happens. If people don't have any money, they're not going to be able to buy your shit. That's basic economics. If you're not paying anyone, they're not going to be able to pay you. But anyway, I'm going to be mad for a while. A good long while. It'll be a long time before I walk into that store again. I am just that fucking angry. Too stupid to run a cash register. Are you fucking kidding me? Alright. Toothbrushes, those were $1. Last ones they had. This is toothpaste. It was $1. This is the half and half. It was $3.25. This coffee I got a real good deal on. It was... Gotta pull out my receipt. It was $5.68. The normal price of this coffee is $12.95, which is ludicrous. This used to be like $7 or $8 and like $4 on sale a few years ago. This is only 25 ounces. I don't even like Folgers, but what are you gonna do? I got to have coffee or I cannot function. It is the last, stimulant that I have. So I went ahead and bought more of these. They're $1. These were not on my list, but I figured I better grab them because I don't think I'm going back to the store for a while. I had to get butter. This was expensive. I think this was $4.50. Let me check. Butter. If I could find it. Yeah, the butter was $4.50. And it's real butter. It's not margarine. I can't have margarine. It makes me sick. These are 15 quart bags. They were $1. More water flavoring. They were out of the one I like, so I ended up getting some cherry pomegranate and 2 cherry 7-Ups. Those were all $1. Giant thing of peanuts. I have not seen this at the Dollar General before, at least not in that size. That's 30 ounces. And what I usually buy is 16. These are also salted. They're not just dry roasted. So they'll actually have some flavor. But these were... if I could find them. These were $4.75 for 30 ounces. The 16-ounce container is $3.25. So we're talking, this one's $1.50 more for twice as much. Easy choice. I got some more cottage cheese. These were $4.25 a piece. They're more expensive than the store I went to yesterday, but the store I went to yesterday was out of them. So, nope, they're $4.35. They used to be $4.25. So there's breakfast for today. I got 2 things of trash bags. They were out of what I normally get. These were $1 a piece. I was going to spend $2 on trash bags. The difference is I only got 10 trash bags instead of 17. But these hold 30 gallons. So we'll see what that does. And I got 2 more rolls of paper towels. These were obviously $1 a piece, which is fine. I need these for later in the month. These were 3 for $8. These are normally $6 a pop. So I got them 3 for $8, which is significant. Let's see if it tells me how much they really were. Well, it says they were $3.56 a piece. I don't know if that's right or not. I don't know. I may have been overcharged for these, but they were supposed to be 3 for $8. So this is about the only time I ever buy sodas anymore is if they're very, very, very on sale. And then I got more toilet paper. I don't really need it. But again, I just don't think I'm going out again. So the toilet paper is, $9 for a 12-pack. That's all I bought this time around. But it's not, the 20-pack isn't any cheaper. It's 15 for 20, and this is 9 for 12. It's actually the same per roll. So there's no discount for that. And you should watch that, actually, because I've noticed more and more lately that the larger packages aren't necessarily getting you a less price per unit. It's usually the same, and I've even seen it more expensive. So watch it when you're trying to buy in bulk. They're really trying to rip you off there. All right, I'm going to put this cold stuff up. And then I'll give you the breakdown. I actually saved quite a bit of money. So the total for this was just over $52. And I saved $21. So not too bad, I guess. There's my grocery haul for today. I can't really complain. I did save a significant amount of money. The discounts were mostly on the coffee and the sodas. Yeah, that's it. All right, I will talk to you later. Have a great day, and like and subscribe if you are so motivated to.